Well, okay. One of the fellows on the forum suggested that my problem with this was that the belt, that I was arranging this belt in such a way, this belt, in such a way that it wasn't quite lined up. Well, I got a hammer and some wrenches, and I redid the screws down here, and I pushed it to the right and to the left, a 1/4 inch this way and 1/8 of an inch that way, and I kept trying and trying, and it got worse and worse and worse. So, next on the agenda, since I'm not getting anywhere else, is I pulled the motor. This was originally the motor off of the old DeWalt saw that was sitting on this table. It was sitting up on the arm, but I liberated it, put a pulley on it, and that's what's been running the lathe. Well, I've got another motor over here. This has been running a, well, actually, it was sitting right here, running these two steel brushes. But what I'm going to do now is I got a much larger pulley on it. This is a, what is it? It's an A.O. Smith, and it's a 3/4 horse 110. I'm going to put it on here. I'm figuring that bigger pulley there will help with this big pulley here to control the speed. Well, my problem is that the bolting arrangement on this motor won't fit the post I have installed over here for putting the motor on. I could mount it here, but I don't think it would. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. The pulley on that is not a shaft long enough to actually reach over here. Besides which, I think it'd be going the wrong way. Well, anyway, in the meantime, I don't have a lathe. I've got the mill. I guess I'll be happy with the mill for a while. But with every project around here, I seem to make a bigger and bigger mess of this place. The original motor that was on that lathe is now what's running this Jet 16. It's right here. And it works like a champ for this job, and I would rather have it over here because this thing, it's a 600-pound monster. By the way, I didn't have a bench to put it on, but what I had was this oak desk. Picked up at Goodwill for I think $1. Well, I figured it would sit there, but then after scratching the head, I figured, well, it may not be supported underneath here by that area you normally put your feet in. So, you may notice that green bar and a couple of large posts. Well, if you look underneath, there's a lot of large posts holding that thing up. It's double reinforced, triple reinforced. Also, on top of the desk, you'll see these bits of wood here. Well, that's plywood sitting on top of some old Model T garage runners. The rest of the runners are sitting right here on this desk, also picked up for about $1. And this is mainly my reloading bench and general, what is it AVE calls it? My empire of dirt. This is where I work on things, here and here. These are some parallels. Anyway, at the moment I'm sort of stuck because I don't have wood large enough to make the, there's a piece, that's too rotten. I need a piece of solid wood. I figure about a 2x6 or maybe a 2x8 small chunk that I can bolt on there and then bolt the engine to. Well, I'll hit the wood supply place tomorrow.